At the age of 20 years old, I have officially amassed over $2 million in net worth, liquid net worth, not bullshit net worth, where people are like, oh, I own a piece of property that's worth $2 million. I'm a millionaire. No, I mean spendable income. And I did this through my marketing agency that goes by the name of Del Priori Hospitality. If you don't know who I am, my name is Luke Del Priori. I co-own and operate a multi-million-dollar online marketing agency in the wedding industry with my brother Dario. Now today, what I want to bring to you guys is the 5 things that I've actually genuinely learned since amassing this level of wealth at such a young age. 5 lessons, 5 principles that you can take into your career, into your day-to-day life, maybe your sales career, maybe your business, that are going to help you fucking tenfold, that are going to help you exponentially. Now, the first thing that I've learned is that you never, ever, ever accept an opinion, a thought, anything from someone that is not in the position that you actually want to be in. Guys, you have to understand this. The mind is a very powerful place, and you have to understand that what you let soak into your mind is going to affect the reality in which you live. So if you accept someone's reality or opinion, it could be from a mom, a brother, a sister, a cousin, a relative, a family friend, a childhood friend, I don't care what it is, especially financially, then you are going to basically fall to whatever their minimum standard is or whatever they see as good money. If everyone around you in your circle is talking about how 100 grand a year is good money, you're going to think that you're doing okay making 70 grand a year because you think that 100 grand a year is good. Now, if you're in a circle of people that are all making $100,000 a month, they might have $100,000 a year just in basic living expenses just to literally exist. Now you've just opened your mind to someone that's doing significantly better, and you have to understand that that threshold of what's actually good is a sliding scale, and it's going to change. So what I would say is a lot of people surrounding money have different beliefs. For example, don't ever spend that money. That's a waste of money. Don't buy the extra expensive glasses. Don't buy the expensive watch. Don't buy the thing. If that person's not living the quality of life that you actually want to live, do not accept their opinion as something that you need to actually accept. You can hear them out. You can let them say what they want, but don't ever let that information actually soak into your brain and accept it to be the truth. That's one of the worst things you could fucking do. And I've never accepted someone's opinion that has not been in a position that I was actually wanting to be in. So I only took advice from people that were rich. So when I was young, I looked at all the people that I wanted my life to look like, and I looked at their habits. I looked at how they were making their money, how they were investing their money, and I followed their blueprint. Guys, winning is easy. You have to show up for yourself every single day and follow a blueprint that makes sense. And then the number one thing that makes no sense is taking advice or an opinion from someone that's not even in the position that you want to be in. Why on earth would you fucking do that? And this ties directly into principle number 2, okay? Your hometown buddies, your boys that you went to high school with, listen, bro, I know you love them. I know they probably care about you, but they will keep you fucking broke. And what I mean by they will keep you broke is this. Every Saturday, when they want to go to the bar or they want to go to the club and you want to go, you're going to go. Especially if you're just going to accept the fact that you got nothing better going on a fucking Saturday night or on a Friday night, or you got no money to make on a Friday or a Saturday. If they're trying to do something, you're just going to accept it to be the case, and you might actually end up popping out with them. And listen, I'm not saying don't party, but your hometown high school buddies that are going to be telling you, oh, you forgot about us, you work too much, you this, you that. Let me explain something to you. Anybody that is telling you as a broke person that you're working too much or that you're sacrificing too much or you need to let loose or let go or have fun doesn't actually fucking care about you, because they do not have your future and your best interest for your future at heart. They only care about present you. So when you're less fun in the short term and you're more serious, they're going to ask you, what's wrong? Why don't you come out with us anymore? And these are going to be the same guys that act like they care about you, which in hindsight, they really might, but they're going to keep you fucking broke. So the opinions of your high school buddies, you need to be very, very, very aware of. And if you're surrounded by a bunch of men that are not actually on a mission, they're not on a mission to make money. They're not on a mission to get into great physical shape. They're not on a mission to do fucking anything ultimately with their life. I would say take those people and kick them to the curb. As fucked up as it sounds, go build a new network of friends. I talk to almost nobody that I went to high school with, and I don't want to talk to those motherfuckers because I'm the only one that's really on my shit, quite frankly. Okay, so I don't need those people around. I built a new group of people that I fucking kick ass and kill life with. So it's completely different. Now, rule number 3, is stop creating any false preconceived notions or negative assumptions towards money and or wealth creation. Have you ever heard a broke person look at someone that has money and they're like, oh, daddy's money, daddy's money? The right person with the right mentality is going to say, how did daddy get that money? That's the right question, not just, oh, that person's daddy's money. Well, the guy made the money somehow, right? So what the fuck did he do? Don't ever be jealous of anyone that has wealth, because what you envy, you can never actually achieve. You need to accept the fact that that thing will eventually actually be yours. So don't look at rich people or wealthy people that may have been born into a little bit of money and envy them. Don't look at people that are more successful than you in a shorter period of time and envy them, because you never know what someone has going on in their personal life. You should look at people that have what you have so much of what you want, have more than what you have, and you should look at them and just simply learn from them. Do not envy people. Look at people that have what you want and maybe envy them in a positive way. Maybe just say to yourself, okay, that guy's really killing it. I want to learn from him. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, why does he have X thing and I don't have X thing? That's bullshit. You should be focused on learning from that person and not fucking envying them. Okay? Principle number 4, okay? We live in an online world right now. All the money that's being made is online. We see this, right? This is a narrative that everyone sees. All these young millionaires that you see online, myself, anybody else, you understand that we're all making our money online. We're generating our income online. However, what I want you to understand is you don't need to get lost in the sauce of selling a course. And what I mean by that is this. Just because someone's making millions of dollars selling a course doesn't mean that people aren't making millions of dollars doing other things. Now, this ties back to the false preconceived notions about money. You might see someone like myself make a video online and assume, oh my God, I'm only rich because I sell a course. That's not actually the case. Do your research on myself and the company that I run. I own Del Priori Hospitality. We work with over 200 hospitality businesses who we help advertise to grow and scale their business. That is what turned me into a multimillionaire at 20 years old. So I want you to understand this. Running a real business is what got me into the position that I'm in today. Not trying to sell someone a course. So don't get too lost in the sauce of making that assumption of, oh, anyone that I'm getting advice from is a course seller, or they're dishonest, or if I'm really going to make money inside this online vertical, I need to sell a course. Listen, I run a service-based business for businesses, which is a service that no one watching this video realistically could even buy unless you own a hospitality company. And ultimately, I can be a multimillionaire for the rest of my life just simply running that business. I don't even need to do anything else. I just happen to be an ambitious person that also wants to tell my story online and inspire millions of people. So you have to understand, you don't need to get lost in the sauce of selling a course. If that's not something you want to do, service-based businesses are going nowhere. They're a legitimate online service-based business like a marketing agency helping businesses grow and scale is going nowhere. And you have to understand, everyone that's like, oh, personal brand is the only way to make money online. Personal brand, personal brand, personal brand. People have to love you. Let me ask you this, okay? Is anyone paying attention to what's going on with Tesla right now? You think everyone that's driving a Tesla loves Elon Musk? Fuck no. But guess what? If your product or service is good enough, people are going to want to buy it. So you have to understand, it's not only personal brand who you are, it's also what you create. If you have created something that has immense value and you could drag that value into a market, and you have buyers in that market and people that really love your product or service, they're going to buy it and you're going to take advantage of it ultimately, right? And principle number 5 is that you could have quite literally any skill. You could be a videographer, you could be a photographer, you could know web design, you can know how to edit videos. I don't care what it is actually that you do, but when it comes down to trying to generate income specifically remotely, the only skill that you really need is sales. So if you can learn how to appointment set, how to close, how to book meetings, in general, just simply how to sell, that's what's going to facilitate opportunity for everything else. You have to understand this. If you're a videographer and you can't sell a video project, you're not even a videographer because you don't even have a client to serve. So that skill in itself is going nowhere. And you should drop any false preconceived notions or opinions towards salespeople, because sales is what allows this world to spin, generally speaking. Who'd you buy your car from? Who'd you buy your house from? Who'd you buy your apartment from? Who'd you buy your food from this morning? Whether you like it or not, you're being sold. So at the end of the day, if you don't have that skill of how to market yourself and then how to sell, that is the most important skill to learn. And that's why I started a marketing agency. And I truly believe that if you are a beginner and if you're watching this video in the calendar year 2025 and you're looking to get into the online business space, there is no better business to start than a marketing agency, because you're going to learn every single pillar of business, but primarily sales, because you cannot even sell business owners your services if you don't know how to acquire appointments, how to dial the phone, how to close the deal on Zoom, how to go out and get the next deal. These are all things that you're going to learn if you start your own agency. And even if you don't start your own agency, if you go sell for an agency, if you have literally no money, that is another fantastic way to start making money online if you were an absolute dead broke beginner. But those are my 5 principles. I want you guys to genuinely understand that nothing is unachievable for you if you dedicate yourself for a couple years. If you actually re-identify as a new person and you dedicate yourself to learning the necessary skills that would actually get you paid, you can unlock a new quality of life. And I promise you, you can be doing a whole lot better than whatever you're doing right fucking now. So that's the moral of the story. Keep those 5 principles in mind. Beware of who you're hanging out with. Make sure that you're learning the high ticket skills that you need to learn. And I promise you, money is just simply the byproduct of all the inputs that you're going to be putting in over the next couple years. Now go work.